Nation. I'm Rachel. I work at Orangetheory Fitness Chanhassen. I'm here with our member, Dana. She is our member spotlight of the month, and I'm going to go through and ask some questions so we can learn a little bit more about her. So Dana, tell me a little bit about what you do for work.
Yep, I'm in the investment and financial industry. I work with a large firm here based in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, and what I do isn't real fancy, but it's oversight and compliance. I'm key in regards to making sure that everybody follows compliance and regulations. So I'm a little bit of a nerd. I love numbers, regulations and oversight. So that's what I do and that's what I love.
Awesome. How long have you been a member at Orangetheory?
Since this location in Chanhassen opened up November of 2016.
Awesome deal. And what inspired you on your fitness journey?
Oh, what story I could tell. You know, really starting off, I was getting older. Okay, I think everybody can relate to that. I was 37 and I really took a look at myself and I wasn't feeling good anymore. You know, like I would wave to people and my arm would wave back. And I was like, you know, kind of doing this, like holding it to, you know, and wave like that, you know, keeping my arm down. I felt low energy, lethargic. And I kind of took a step back and like, why do I feel this way? I didn't feel like I was aging right in my head, but I realized that I needed to make some changes. And so I have some coworkers on the West Coast, and Orangetheory at that time there was more locations. And so when I was traveling into Seattle, my hotel was literally down the street from an Orangetheory. And I walked by and, you know, I saw these people sweating hard, these bright orange lights, everything looked like welcoming. And I was like, I need to check this out. What is this Orangetheory? And my coworkers then started telling me about it. So that's kind of my start of Orangetheory and why I ended up coming back in 2016. Yeah.
Well, what keeps you coming back here?
You know what? It's a combo of a lot of things. First of all, I see results, which is first and foremost for me. And I think that's anybody, when you're putting that time into working out, there's nothing more frustrating when you're going to the gym on a regular basis, you're eating right, maybe even dieting, and you might be losing weight, but you're not physically getting fit. You don't have the endurance, you don't feel like you're getting stronger. And so what keeps me coming back is when I come in, I'm forced to do things I don't like. Let's just be honest, I don't like it. And you really have to do that. You have to push yourself to see the results you want. And I joke with some of my friends when they ask me, wow, Dana, you look really great, what have you been doing? And I say, for the first time in my life, I'm actually sweating. Okay, because I used to tell people, I glisten, I don't sweat. No, I do sweat, I just wasn't working hard enough.
I love it. What goals have you achieved by coming to Orangetheory?
You know, I really see a difference from like my goals. Was just slimming down was one of my fitness goals, losing some of the measurements. You know, I feel pretty good about the shape of my body. I didn't want to lose the shape. I just needed to tone up and tighten. I was losing a lot of muscle tone, and so that was a big focus. But I found out as I was working out, that comes along naturally as you start pushing and working out. And I found out that my focus really shifted to endurance, right? Can I actually push myself and run a mile in 8 minutes, right? And do I have the strength to do that?
So. I love it. Well, on all the days we do, what are your favorite? Endurance, strength, power, ESP, and why?
Ooh, see, that changes. I would say after right now, it is more of strength. I found I like making myself lift heavier weights, okay, and pushing myself, right? So picking up that 35 or 40 pound, which normally on, you know, if on an endurance, I'm not gonna necessarily push it that far. And so strength has kind of been more of a place I'm going on that.
All the hills too, they're great.
Yes. Well, that was one thing. If I don't like it, there's a good reason why. Yes, and hills I don't like.
True. When you're not working out, what do you like to do for fun?
You know, I really like to find some quality time with girlfriends. I think most people, just understand that life is busy, we all are. Whether you're going to school and you're in college, whether you have a family, whether your kids are grown out of the house, our calendars are so packed. I find that I almost have to be very mindful about carving enough time to actually see my girlfriends. And so if I can see them about, once every couple weeks and go out and have a good time, that's what I love to do.
I love it. If you were on a deserted island and you could only watch one movie over and over again, what would it be?
Wow, okay. I would say The Usual Suspects. I don't know if you're familiar with that at all. It's a really great movie, a lot of twists and turns in it, and I've watched it several times, and when I do, I pick out something that I didn't see before. So,
sweet.
I like
it.
You need to watch it.
I do, I know. It sounds really good. This is a great one for you. What song gets you into the orange and red zone?
Oh my goodness. So anybody who's had to work out with me, right? We were just talking about that. Yeah.
Gets to work out.
Has the privilege to work out with me. No, I do sing with songs, and I admit I'm not a good singer, but it gets me going. And I would say my favorite song to sing with is Me Too by Meghan Trainor.
Good choice.
That one's a good one to sing while you're running.
Yeah. If we were taking you out for your birthday, what restaurant would you want to go to and what would you want to eat?
Okay, this is gonna sound like I'm really high maintenance, I'm expensive, but Manny's Steakhouse. Because if I'm gonna go out for my birthday, any restaurant, it would be Manny's Steakhouse where, have a great steak and a glass of wine and have lots of fun with my friends. So.
I love it. Do you remember your first workout here? And if you do, tell us about it.
You know what, I do. It was one of the hardest workouts I've ever had in my life. And I remember running hills. At that time, I didn't understand the difference between, all the different workouts and what they were focused on. And I just remember running up a hill. I think I was at an incline of 7, and I thought I was going to die. I'm dripping sweat, and I'm going, I can do this. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna make it. But then when I got done, I was like, that was the best workout I've had in years. And I felt like this, I guess I would reward, right? That I actually made it. I was proud of myself. So I kept coming back.
I love it. Dun, dun. Who is your workout buddy, and do you specifically start on the treadmill or floor together?
Okay, so I have a couple workout buddies depending on what class I'm taking. Right now, I try to coordinate some of my workouts with Angela, and so sometimes we can make it work, sometimes we don't. And I like to switch up. Every other kind of class, I try to start on the floor and then move to the treadmill, and vice versa, to keep it keep it fresh. Switch it up. I like both. Perfect.
And what advice would you give to someone that's interested in trying Orangetheory?
I would say definitely try it. Don't be intimidated, right? Because Orangetheory, I mean, it's a mix of people here. There's some people that are just starting and maybe on their physical fitness journey, and then there's some people that look really in shape, and I used to joke when I first started that I would always pick the treadmill next to the person that runs like a gazelle, that has these long legs and they're running at 8, and then here's me running at my 4.6 with my legs going, pitter-pattering along. So just come in and give it a try and you'll be impressed.
I love it. Last but not least, what's the one topping that you don't like to order on your pizza?
Olives. I do not like olives. They pollute the pizza. Everything will taste like an olive. I hate them. So if we ever order a pizza, don't do that to me. No olives.
Okay.
I can handle anything else.
Perfect. So now that we know more about Dana, next time you see her in class, be sure to give her a high five and maybe sing along with her too.